Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting set to go live from Cultura Beer Garden. 3 tasty treats that we're going to be crafting it up tonight with. Is that a cool word to use? Crafting it up? Sorry, I mean tasting it up. Unfortunately, we had a preview before we even started this live stream. Yes, it's true. You cannot see me. There's a still in front of my voice. You cannot see me. The magic of technology.
What's going on?
All right. We're getting set, ladies and gentlemen. Just stand by as we get ready to go live from Cultura Beer Garden. Oh yeah, man. We are live, ladies and gentlemen, from Cultura Beer Garden. Chris, Benny, Cash in the house, ladies and gentlemen. We are talking craft beer, ladies and gentlemen. Excited because we last time we left everybody, we really dove deep into some different ones. Gozas,
Alice.
Yes, and a black lager the last time.
That's right.
Now, excited because what are we going to be trying today, Chris?
A few new ones that we have here at the Beer Garden. We have the from Four Corners, the El Más Chingón Double IPA.
Excited about that one.
Me
because
too.
El Chingón is probably one of my favorite IPAs on the market.
I agree, and also I think from Four Corners it's probably one of the most popular ones. I mean, like, it sells fantastic here at Cultura Beer Garden. I mean, people come in, they're like, "Where's that chingon? Where's that chingon?" You know, and sometimes we just don't order enough.
We even had the super chingon at one time.
The super chingon was the mix of this one with their saison.
Yeah.
Right on.
The El Super B. So you get El Super B, El Chingon, and you get El Super Chingon. But today we have El Más Chingon. Next, from 903 Brewers, we have the Mandarina Jolie IPA, which is I guess a homage to Angelina Jolie.
Mandarina Jolie.
Jolie.
Mandarina Jolie. So you know it's going to be citrusy, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be definitely a summer favorite.
And bitter, you know.
Bitter.
And bitter to the soul. I don't know if Angelina's bitter. You know, maybe she is because Brad Pitt's not with her anymore. I don't care.
You'd have to for a reason.
But it's Angelina
I don't give a
Jolie.
shit. It's funny though because this beer on the side, it says pairs well with mango salsa, spicy red curry, and tomb rating.
Doing any
Clever.
tomb rating this
Awesome,
weekend?
guys. 2 thumbs up. We actually met the owners of this brewery yesterday at the Alamo Draft House. We had a few other brews as well, and I was talking to them about this beer, and really cool people, and they had a great time. We had a great time, so we were happy to have this beer here. Now, also, another Texas beer that we have here from Rowan Sons is the Adios Pantalones. This is their cerveza de sesión, and it's a beer brewed with lemon and lime. So a citrusy beer.
And somebody actually requested it last week.
That's right. Whoever you are, we've had it since Friday. We open on, what's today? Tuesday. We open tomorrow on Wednesday, and come on down. We'll have it all week.
Ask and you shall receive, ladies and gentlemen.
We try our best.
Very true.
Yeah. So, and actually, we were actually drinking a little bit of this. So, talk a little bit about what you're drinking right now.
Right now, I'm enjoying one of my favorite brews from Big Bend Brewery. This is the Tejas Negra. And I'm drinking it out of a Goliad Brewery Company pint glass. Now, I like Goliad too. I just happened to grab
We're
this.
just mixing and matching today.
I happened to just grab this pint glass to serve myself a serving of the Tejas Negra. But delicious. I love it. It's probably my favorite beer from Big Ben. What's your favorite beer from Big Ben?
Big man, I gotta go with the Prima, brother.
The Prima?
Yeah, that one just
good,
it's
too.
top for a nice
And
hot summer.
we were talking about it. I mean, we were talking about the Blue Northern. It's
Yes.
a seasonal that they're not. They're going to be discontinuing.
Word around the campfire is that this year was the last year of them brewing the Blue Northern. So I should be getting a keg of it, if not two, for Sunday's brunch. I may or may not tap it that day, but I will definitely have it next week. And I have glassware to get rid of as well for that beer. So this might be the last chance for any of us to try this one.
And you know, Chris, before we crack open the beers, let's talk a little bit about what's going on with with Cultura Beer Garden as far as this weekend. Last week, tribute to Selena Quintanilla,
That's right.
Paz Descanse. Of course, very cool event, a great turnout for you guys. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on this week. What do you got cracking? When do the festivities begin this weekend here at Cultura Beer Garden?
Starts tomorrow with the 9x6 pub ride. So we'll be going downtown. We'll come back. We'll have a few beers. We'll have food as well when we get back. And anyone's invited to the pub ride. It's not a private club. Whoever wants to come through, as long as you get here between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, then you can ride with us. And we go downtown. We'll go north sometimes, but tomorrow we're going downtown. Thursday we have Pop Rocks, who's our resident DJ here. But we're introducing this new thing called Las Chicas Chingonas Pint Night. So ladies, bring your favorite pint glass on Thursday, and we'll have a draft special for you guys. I think we're doing $2 off draft. We're doing $2 off wine as well. We're doing $2 off the wine coolers that we have, the Mighty Swells that we have there, and a few other specials for the ladies only. So
It's a sweet
swing
deal.
by.
Very sweet.
And you don't have a pint glass, no big deal. We have some here to get rid of as well. You can buy one while you're here, and then you can still get the special. So
Love it, man.
Las Chicas Chingonas.
And then
Cheers to y'all out there.
el más chingón, yeah. Cheers to Las Chicas Chingonas, who will be here every Thursday night.
starting this Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And Pop Rocks will be out there, throwing some tunes out there. He always plays the coolest music, from all over.
What was cool was Pop Rocks was like last time I was here. Pop Rocks was mixing it up. He would like go from your, just like Madonna to like some like rock, alternative rock, and then he would just. I mean, so it's a plethora. Jefe, what is a plethora? It's a plethora. It's a plethora of music.
Have your intellect,
No, I don't have your intellect. But yeah, it's very cool. So combine the great music, the great vibe with some great beer. You've got some really cool things happening right here.
And with some
at
cool chicks
Cultura.
too, man.
Yeah.
Y'all come through. We
All
got
the
specials.
chicks. All
All
the
the
chicks.
chicks.
Las chicas chingonas.
That's right. We're looking for you guys. We're not looking for you guys. We're waiting for you guys to come through on Thursday. And she is out there. My wife's out there listening. I'm sorry.
La más chingona.
She is la más chingón.
Yeah.
So he's trying to save his ass right now.
So in terms of what people are asking for, and I know everybody's excited to kind of see the colors and the flavors of what we're going to be cracking open tonight. But in terms of what you've seen people ask for when it comes to craft beer, what is it that you're seeing that people ask for a lot here in South Texas, here in Laredo?
You know what, man? I mean, it varies, I suppose, with the seasons, the weather, and we've been fortunate to have experienced a summer here in this location, a fall in this location, the winter as well, rainy days, snowy days, so it just depends, We try our best to do seasonal stuff, and try to bring in fresh beer, because if you have, if you're constantly rotating your beers, you're always going to have fresh beers. Like, if you continue to have the same stuff all the time, it's not going to be as fresh if you think about it, really. I mean, like, maybe it will, maybe it won't, who knows. But, I mean, with us, we try our best to bring in fresh seasonal stuff. So, I know during the winter, that the little winter that we had here in Laredo, people were asking a lot for stouts, porters, that kind of stuff. And Big Ben came through, and they brought down their Marfa Light. That was fantastic. Their barrel-aged Russian Imperial Stout. And then we also had Carbox BBH,
Right.
and that was also another
Classic.
bourbon barrel Hellfire. That's what it's called. Fantastic. That goes very well. It's a nice winter sipper. You know, so as we're approaching, we're in spring now, but I guess now that it feels like summer in Laredo, but we're in spring.
It always feels like summer in Laredo.
You know, so it's one of those where like I'm starting to bring in the lighter beers. Like the last episode last week, we're talking about Hellas, we're talking about beers, we're talking about the Gozas, the lighter beers. You know, the ones that are infused with some fruits. Last week we talked about Rio L's grapefruit Goza. And that's fantastic with the weather we have here in Laredo because it gets hot, you know, and you want a nice, refreshing, light, cold beer.
Right.
And that's great. You know, me personally, I don't want to drink stouts when it's hot outside.
Right.
There's cats out there, you know, that want to do that. That's cool.
They're year-round stouters.
Yeah, year-round stouters. And right now, as a matter of fact, I've had for the past couple of weeks the Goliath stout on tap, which is a really good stout. I don't know if I'm going to bring any more. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, like, that one's a really good one. So at least I have one for you stouters out there. IPAs, session IPAs will probably be something we'll bring in, Benny.
Of course.
Right? Benny's a big fan of the session IPAs. Those are really good, like, you know, spring, summer type of
Session
brews.
IPAs are great during the summer.
Yeah.
Especially, I think, if you're not trying to dive really heavy into like a double or, you know, a session IPA is really good. Summertime, ice cold.
Yes.
Best stuff I think that you can drink, especially if you're a big fanatic of the craft beer segment out there. Like if you just love IPAs, you want something refreshing to drink during the summer. That's a go-to. Any session IPA, I think, is a good choice.
Absolutely, and one of my favorites, and I think Benny might concur as well, is the from Oasis Brewery, their Meta Modern Session IPA. That one's really good. I haven't had it recently here. I promise I'll bring it back next week if it's available. But it's year round, you know, so that's a really good one. Also, Founders Session IPA is a really good one. That's the one we were drinking last summer, right?
Absolutely.
That was fantastic.
Founders, I think anything that Founders has put out, I mean, it's just an excellent beer to drink. For somebody that's not a craft beer, or they're new to the craft beer scene, what do you think we should recommend to them to kind of start off to build up their palate? Because if you're like, you got to try this IPA right away, you've never tried craft beer before, sometimes
they're like,
It could be too overbearing for them.
It's going to be very overbearing. It's going to be too much flavor for them. So ease them in with something like a General Zaragoza from Goliath. Goliath has a fantastic Mexican lager, the General Zaragoza. We had it on tap last week. We have it on tap this week as well. I'm gonna try my best to have it on tap as much as is available, you know, in this region. But that's one of those where like they come in asking for a Dos Equis or a Tecate, and I'm like, well, you know what? Try the craft version of that, you know. And I think the General Zaragoza is good. The Tejas Claras as well.
So a lager is the best way.
I would say.
Yeah.
Start out with a lager, something they're familiar with, you know, but it's not, you know, your traditional lager, you know, or Pilsner, like have it be your Miller Lite or your Bud Light or your Budweiser. You know, it's one of those where like, okay, you know what? Let me step out of my comfort zone and say, hell, you know what? I'll try this beer. If you recommend it, Chris, if you recommend it, Bendy, you know, try it.
Even the Lido Bandido was one of those where
that's another Mexican lager.
we recommend something
Deep
else, and they would actually people would come back for more, and they became fans of those. They would come back and say, you know what, I'll go to HEB, I'll go to Specs, and I'll look for these now because I like these beers.
Right.
These are right up my alley, and it's something that, like you said, something to start off with.
Like your brother-in-law. Like Ricky. What was he? He was like a what? But like Budweiser drinker.
Yeah.
And you converted him into a Tejas Prima.
He's all about the Tejas Prima now.
Yeah.
He loves it.
That's how he drinks.
And sometimes
nowadays.
that's really what it takes, man. It takes, you know, whether it's our friends, our family, or even, you know, just us talking about the beer, and ultimately the you know, the person out there watching this or hearing this, or the person, you know, being influenced by the other craft beer, you know, lover, to really take that risk. And that's what eventually we hope that some of you out there get a chance to do is take risks and and try some of these different beers. And you'll hear us talk about this. I was talking about that last week. I was talking about the importance of taking risks when it comes to your beer, and not to be afraid to try something new. And I think that's what it comes down to, man. It's all about trying something new. And now look at your cuñado. You know, now he's a craft beer. Enrique, shout outs to Enrique.
Trying to be a tough guy, like, oh, I don't drink that craft beer. Then he's like, give me some more of that prima.
Yeah, and Chingon too.
Chingon.
He loves El Chingon now, and he loves the El Super B. You know, the other one, the grapefruit one. What's it called? The grapefruit saison.
Oh, okay.
Four Corners.
Yeah.
Four Corners.
Was it the green bee?
Queen Bee. That's the one. Queen Bee. That's the one. He loved that one. I remember that.
He's like, give me a strong beer. Give me an IPA now.
I think he drinks that one more because he wants to get fucked up. You know? He's just like, it's el con toronja, güey, pero
just to go to sleep.
And sometimes that's what it takes, ladies and gentlemen.
After a long day, I'm not saying you're going to come to Cultura Beer Garden and get messed up. We don't want you to. We want you to come and try, have an experience. You know, talk to Benny, talk to me, Kendra, Val, any of our bartenders that we have here, and they will, you know, like try their very best. You know, we will, you know, but you know, we're training our bartenders to also have the same knowledge, you know, that we have. Pass it down to them. That way, someone comes in asking for a certain style of beer. Hey, you know what? We have this, or you know what? I want to be strong. Well, you know what? I recommend this one before this one, or whatever. You know, like we're here to conversate with you guys. You know, to teach you, to help you. You know, expand your horizons. You know, step out of your comfort zone. So. Come ask us.
Man.
We're always more than willing to help you guys out.
It's part of fun, man. It's part of fun.
So we gotta shout out everybody as we always do. Nice. Lots of people checking in. Hey Kendra, Asenet Contreras, what up?
My sister.
Hey Antonio Lara, he says he's thirsty.
Hey, I invited you to come over. I said, "Kinda right now," and you didn't come. What's up?
What up?
Right now. We're gonna be here for 20 more minutes. Hurry up.
Yeah.
Give me a taco.
Asenet, thank you so much. Esmeralda Contreras, the whole family checking in.
That's my sister from New York, bro.
Oh shit!
NYC,
New
what
York.
up?
She sent me this. Actually, the shirt from New York.
Oh,
nice.
So I'm letting it says I love New York. So thank you, sis. I love you.
That's awesome.
Hey, I love New York. All right, hey, shouts out to New York checking in with us. We appreciate it. Val, hey, what up, Val?
No, there's like every other one.
She's like, chica chingona. Edith Lozano. She's like,
Edith, what's up, girlie?
Hey, she said she wants a T-shirt in Old English with the Cultura logo on the back. She says chicas chingonas in the front. Oh, she's giving you an idea.
That's
there.
pretty dope. I like that.
I'll talk to my dude about that. Actually, the thing is that we want to market that and do pint glasses and also shirts. So thanks for the idea.
That's a great idea.
We might go with that one.
Because believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, it's there is I think a big following. You know, on our Facebook page, there are more women that like the Border Beer Fest page than there is men. Believe it or not.
Oh,
that's incredible. That's cool.
There's
I love
more
that.
women that like our page than men. So it's a testament to this stereotype or maybe this misconception out there that women don't like beer or that women don't really enjoy craft beer. That is absolutely not true. Women, I think, are some of the biggest fans of craft beer.
I've seen it. I've witnessed that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Well, you shouldn't be able to testify firsthand. You know more than any of us out here. Yeah. Well, but I think also because of the stats that I've seen personally, it's just cool to see the ladies enjoy beer. Not something that they like mixed drinks or they like no, it's not true. Ladies love craft beer. Chicas chingonas. So shouts out to all the ladies out there that drink.
Yeah.
And Edith calls herself a year-round stouter as well.
I know you.
Yeah.
Hey, I had the General Saragossa stout. No, sorry, the Goliath stout for you right now. Maybe, you know what? Because you're my friend, I'll probably see if I can bring something else down.
So Eve Lopez Montoya, shouts out to you. Brenda Elizabeth Manzano Elizarle, shouts out to you. And everybody else that is been liking and checking in with our page. We'll definitely keep the shout outs going. But what I did want to do was jump into this beer already because I'm getting a little I'm getting a little thirsty, my friend.
You know what? Speaking of Las Chicas Chingonas, let's go ahead and do the Mandarina Jolie IPA. Look at how cute this can is. And look, really quick.
It's got a cute little orange in the front.
Yeah, it's just cute. Like,
sorry,
hey,
tangerine.
Tickle. You know, the thing is, I actually tried this beer a few weeks ago when I was in New Braunfels for a family trip with my wife and her family, and we went to the HEB, and she saw that one, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get this 6-pack," and I picked it up, you know, and I'm like, "Hey, I've never heard 903. You know, it's an IPA, Mandarina Jolie. That's a clever name." Blah blah blah. So we're gonna go ahead and try that one.
So
I'm sorry, I'm getting some laggy from my phone here. It's kind of annoying me. Let me lower the volume.
it's all good.
I can hear myself like in the past. My fucking
Citra, lemon drops. What else is in here, man? I see tropical fruits. Definitely a fruity beer. And like you said, man, it pairs well with mango salsa.
It's got the Mandarina hop in there. That's where you get the name from, and
tomb rating.
Yeah, it's good for tomb rating. So you know, if you want to, I don't know, you know,
go rate some tombs.
Rate some tombs, or play Indiana Jones, you know, somewhere,
or play Tomb Raider.
This guy right here.
So, what's the story? What's the story with the brewery? Do you know?
I just met the brewers, the owners yesterday. Jeremy, and I think her name was Jennifer. Natalie. I might have the card with me still.
We might have the card, ladies and gentlemen. And
I'm sorry. I should have done my research.
Well, no, I hit you with a.
Here it is. Jeremy Roberts is the founder and the brewer of 903, and his lovely wife, I want to say her name was Jennifer. I don't want to. Let me find out really quick. I'm sorry. I should have done my research.
Where are they from? Or?
They're from Sherman, Texas, which is north Dallas.
Okay.
Closer towards Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things, ladies and gentlemen. If you've ever been out to the DFW area, it's booming right now. I want to say that is the mecca of craft beer, Texas craft beer. There are so many breweries, and the beer culture out there is ridiculous. I mean, there's so many places and so many breweries that you can go and visit in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. If you're interested in kind of doing like a little brewery tour of Texas, DFW should be on your map of places to stop. As a matter of fact, one of the beers that we're going to be trying tonight is out of the DFW. Oak Cliff, what up? South Dallas. Shouts out to DFW, the whole area out there. El Más Chingón is actually one of those beers from South Dallas. Four Corners is one of those breweries that we're talking about.
I don't know if you noticed what I did here, but it is all Dallas, northern Dallas-esque type of beers. We have 903, we have Four Corners, and Warren Sons.
Yeah. So the Dallas-Fort Worth actually representing tonight, right here, Texas craft. Man,
so northern Texas, right here, at its finest in the craft world. And Natalie Roberts. So it's Jeremy Roberts and Natalie Roberts. And we met them yesterday at Animal Draft House. They had the beer sampling, and dude, the chosen one, their toasted coconut ale. Oh,
bro, it's delicious.
Fantastic.
Coconut ale.
Yeah, toasted coconut ale.
Toasted coconut ale.
Yes.
It was great, delicious.
Really
fantastic beer. Fantastic beer. They gave us a story about how they were almost going to scrap that beer. It was not doing so well, and then they ended up doing an event and whatnot, and now it became one of their
most popular,
one of their flagship beers. You know, it's fantastic, and so really cool people. You know, so shout out to them. Really, 903. I don't know if you guys have seen us out there, Jeremy and Natalie. We appreciate you guys. We're gonna try to push your beers as much as possible here at Cultura Beer Garden, and also, you know, hopefully the rest of Laredo can do the same as well. So let's give it a shot.
All right, man.
Mandarina Jolie. Let's go tomb rating.
Yeah.
We gotta ask them what the story is behind that.
I wanted to ask them. I just, it's in my mind. I mean, I was really captivated by that chosen one, the coconut, the toasted coconut.
It looks like an amber almost,
That's
bro.
fantastic. There you go, baby.
I mean, if you look at the color, I mean, you know,
a little amber tone to it.
Right.
I mean, like, it's definitely an IPA. That's for sure. What I like about this IPA, it has drinkability. And this one clocks in at, I want to say, darn it, where is it? I know it's here somewhere.
It's great.
Oh wow,
Oh crap!
It's
Where
just
is it?
smooth, man. Like it's just right in between,
brother. That's
right?
good.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know, 6.77 maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, it's not on the can. It doesn't matter, you know. I guess right now, mainly we're talking about what it tastes like. You know, it's fantastic.
Great, man.
Just the, I mean,
What do you think?
you know, the citrus isn't in your face. I think it's more of that hop, that bitterness hits you at the end, but it's so light. It's just like refreshing.
Yeah.
This is
just
summer.
it just
This
goes
is
by your
summertime, brother.
Yes.
right here.
You know, you get more fruit notes, tropical fruit notes from this beer as opposed to like citrus hop notes to it. You know, and that's what I really enjoy about this beer.
And that's
I mean,
kind of what
it's-
I was. That's kind of what I was waiting for. You know, I was kind of waiting for that the citrus because of the description. I was waiting for that to hit me.
Because
But
the
you're right,
mandarina,
man. It just-
yeah, the mandarina hop is predominant in here. That's for sure. But
That's a good beer.
it's a little dank. Excuse me. It's a little dank in a sense where it's good. Almost reminiscent to the Dacrosaurus from Cedar Creek.
I was thinking the exact same
Really?
thing, brother. A little
That's a
dank.
really good beer, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
anybody
Dacrosaurus-
familiar with dank will you know, I think will concur.
Yeah.
They will say that this is definitely got a lot of that dankiness to it.
One of the dankiest beers we've had here was the Mosaic Promise.
Oh, yeah.
From Founders.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was some dank shit.
I remember we did that video. We were like, "Ooh, that was dank."
That's some sticky icky. Ooh, wee. You know?
Put it in the air.
I don't smoke, folks.
Yeah, no.
It's just moves
Yeah,
you.
we're just enjoying the beer,
That's
ladies
right.
and gentlemen, enjoying the flavors.
It's a little more in here.
and by all means, please. But yeah, I think that this is something that you need to do every time you try a new beer. Is
Exactly.
take your time with it. You know, it's like the first date. You can't rush in, boys and girls. Can't
Only
jump right
fools
into.
rush in.
Yeah, you can't jump right into Netflix and chill. It doesn't happen that way. You got to take your time.
Yeah.
You got to kind of wine and dine the beer. You know,
You gotta finesse the
You
situation.
finesse it. You know, just take your time.
Get to know it. You know.
Get to know the
Like,
beer.
get to know
Hey,
The characteristics, you know? Like, how
Benny
you
is
doing?
schooling us on how to get to
He's
know.
a lover, not a
Get
fighter.
to know it, man.
Getting to know the beer.
Yeah, how you doing? Okay, so
Get to know it.
smell, you got some of that good dank in there? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Smells like you got that sticky.
I'm very
icky.
happy to meet you tonight.
And very-
What's happening?
What's happening? It's happening over here. Yeah.
Oh, it is. Tonight it is.
Yeah,
it
At
is.
Cultura Beer Garden. We'll be here all night, folks. Well, at least for the next 45 minutes.
What's happening? Hot stuff? All right. Shouts out to the long duck dong. All right, there we go.
All right, so
Good stuff.
this is the Mandarina Jolie IPA from 903 Brewers.
Cheers.
Fantastic, from Sherman, Texas.
Sherman.
Awesome.
Sherman.
Really good stuff. Let's move on to, I don't know. Shall we go on to the Mas Chingon already? Maybe towards the end?
Yeah. Let's
All
do the adios.
Let's do the Adios Pantalones. You want to get a shot of this bad boy?
me get a shot of this.
This is Warren Sons Adios Pantalones, cerveza de sesión, beer, basically brewed with lemon and lime.
Okay.
So,
Cerveza de sesión.
mhm.
Staying true to them Mexican roots.
I haven't had this one. I'm hoping it's not like a gringo version of like, you know, a citrus type of, you know, beer. Maybe it is. I don't know. But Warren Sons has not disappointed me in any brews that I've had. So we'll see.
Another, ladies and gentlemen, another native of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Again, just created a following with the brewing, with the beer scene out there in Dallas, and that's really where it all took off, man. It was just, you know, a family brewery that really just gained a lot of steam, and now, you know, they grew from their market, and now you can get them right here exclusively at Cultura Beer Garden. So it's
In South Texas now.
yeah,
You know, that's fantastic.
in South Texas, period.
That's
yeah,
great.
it's just
That's
great to
fantastic.
see a brewery kind of
Benny's
grow.
back.
Say hi, Benny. He just came
How
back.
you doing?
Yeah. From time to
I
time,
hope
one
he
of us
washed
will
his hands.
disappear,
I'll
and
just
then
disappear, then
yeah, we'll just
I don't know
pop
what I'm
right
doing
in.
back there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Step brothers, don't
It's live, ladies and gentlemen. It's live. So, pink, lemon, lime. What can people expect from this beer, Chris?
I haven't had it yet. You know,
you haven't?
we just received this beer on Friday. We had the Selena Fest or the Bitty Bitty Bomb Beer Pachanga on Saturday, and it was crazy. You know, it was just a horde of people. It was a good time. You know, too much of a good time, but it was awesome. My folks were here. Benny's folks were here too. You know, it was awesome. We showed
everyone enjoyed it.
Yeah, we showed the movie. We had a movie screening. We had good beers, you know, on tap, you know, in the fridge. The line was out the door for like 6 hours, and it never ended until we closed. Until we had to say, guys, leave, we're done. TABC will shut me down. So, anywho, this beer came in on Friday, and I just got so busy I didn't get to try one. So tonight we're gonna try it.
Nice.
So I don't know what to expect. I mean,
My first
a
time seeing it.
citrusy beer.
It says Prost, you all. Prost, y'all.
Oh,
They added a German and Texas
Yeah.
twang to it.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, that's
really
cool.
cool.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Gross, y'all.
Very cool.
Prost, y'all. And of course, anybody familiar with the word Prost means cheers, right?
Cheers.
Right? in
Exactly.
German?
It means cheers in German. That's right.
Prost.
So let's give it a shot, folks.
All right, let me see. Let's see that color, that beautiful color.
Wow. It's nice and light.
That looks like super light.
It does.
It looks like cerveza.
Cerveza.
Muchachos.
De sesión.
Cerveza, sir. Muchachos, here we go. So,
Thank you, sir.
It's a nice cover.
okay, I can definitely smell the lemon lime incorporated into this beer. Okay.
Wow. I was expecting that kind of flavor.
You know what? I'm a little disappointed. I was expecting a little more citrus in it, in the sense where like I wanted it to be a little more sour. But it's enjoyable. It really is.
It is. Actually, I liked it. I mean, because that's not what I was expecting. And then when it hit me, the flavors, it was like, whoa, this is enjoyable.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like if somebody took the lightest beer possible and threw in like one of those lemon Jolly Ranchers into the. That's
So-
the first
so
initial flavor.
Artificial flavoring.
Artificial
is that what's
flavoring.
happening here, folks? I don't
No, not at all. I wouldn't say that's happening, but I would say
There's
that.
a lime in there, though.
But you know, when you start to just kind of, your mind starts to wonder, and starts to think, what type of flavors are in here? You know, that's what.
That's definitely a light lager. That's for sure. And I could taste.
Summery.
Yeah, for sure. Some citrus in it. I was hoping for it to be a little more sour. You know, really. I guess I'm a little chiflado because
You are.
the
Pinche chiflado.
the Dogfish Head, the Sequence Ale.
Oh.
Now that beer is on freaking point as far as it being a session ale brewed with lemons.
Right. And you definitely get the soury finish on that beer.
You really do. Like it literally tastes like you literally squirted a fresh lemon into your beer. You know, but it's been done for you, you know, in the brewing process, and it's been canned, and all you gotta do is just open it and enjoy it. You don't have to go to the trouble of finding a lemon or a lime, you know, and having to do this and that or whatever. Just like, boom.
But this one would be great with
Tastes really good.
some lime and tahini on the rim.
I think so. Yeah,
But like,
why
of
not?
course, like you were saying, the other one's just more like open it up. And,
Yeah.
But you know what? Actually, enjoyed it.
Échale Lucas.
Lucas.
Tírame Lucas.
Actually, me, I
Alright.
enjoyed it, man. I mean, it was to my liking.
Enjoy it some more. Ben.
Yes,
There
thank
go.
you. I will have some more. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Can I have another?
Thank you, sir.
There you go.
But me, I retreat back to the IPA.
Yes, that Mandarina Jolie is fantastic.
It
It's
is,
so freaking good. I love it.
Oh, and now try it at a little bit of a lower temperature. Oh man, that opens it up, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. Talked about it last week. Gonna tell you again. Let your beer sit just for a little bit, especially when it comes to your IPAs. let them sit just for about 5 minutes. Kind of babysit it a little bit, and you're gonna start to see that flavor, a lot of that different flavor that you didn't have when it was ice cold, come out.
And we're not talking about room temp. Room temp is anywhere between 69 to 72, more or less. When you have a beer in a fridge, you're looking to get it, really cold, anywhere between 34 and 39. That's kind of where you want to have your fridge at, mainly because of food spoilage. But like you're saying, for sure, it's like IPA should be probably around the ladder of the 40s, maybe. Mm-hmm. Is that what you think?
I think right here, this is about 55.
Yeah. Okay.
This is where I'm at with the Jolie beer.
Yeah.
The Mandarino Jolie.
Yeah.
I'm at about 55 right here, ladies and gentlemen, and I can tell you that the flavor is totally different.
It blossoms. It really does.
It really opens it up.
It opens up.
Something that you may want to try with some of your beer. I like to do that. You don't have to. If you want to drink it ice cold, then you drink it ice cold. However you want to drink your beer, but it's just a recommendation so that you can get a different flavor from the same beer that you're trying. It really opens it up and gives you an opportunity to try it in a different way.
And you folks out there, do an experiment. Compare and contrast. Get one and put it, in your fridge, and then have one, that's kind. Put it in the fridge and take it out after maybe 20 minutes. Where it should be. Okay, if you get it from the, if you get it from a fridge, then let it sit out for a bit. Have one, that's cold, and then let one sit, and then compare and contrast, and you're gonna notice characteristics, different flavor profiles in each one, especially with the higher content. The higher the ABV, you're gonna definitely find a different characteristic off the same beer. Happens also with porters and stouts, especially with Russian Imperial stouts. Stouts shouldn't be drank. It shouldn't be drank, at cold temperatures. It should be, closer towards the.
That's what I'm trying to feel, man. I'm more quiet now. I'm just chilling. Just coasting, man.
You're like, I hope
I'm trying to make a fucking point here, folks.
When is this live stream gonna end?
That guy taking shit, but he said, "Are we almost done?" Anyways, stout should be more towards the not room temp per se. You don't want to drink a warm beer. Right. You don't want chorro. No. I mean, like some folks like drinking warm beer. That's fine.
But I think think about how long beer has been in existence, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, beer's been in existence since before Christ. The ancient Egyptians, and we were talking about this last time. Also, beer has been around for centuries, for over 2,000 years. Beer has been around. The reason the Pilgrims stopped at Plymouth Rock, ladies and gentlemen, is not because they landed there, magically.
For Thanksgiving.
It wasn't because of Thanksgiving, and it's not because they wanted to meet, the Indians. They stopped at Plymouth Rock because they ran out of beer. All right, it is a researched fact that the reason they stopped at Plymouth Rock was because they ran out of beer on the ship.
That's the first American beer stop.
And in regard to when we're talking about temperature,
beer run.
There was exactly. They had to stop and do a beer run and brew it. There was no refrigeration back then. They would drink their beer at room temperature.
Yeah.
And so
it goes back towards the India Pale Ales. How that came around as well. You want to tell that story?
Well, through the trade routes. That's how they would infuse the beer with hop to preserve the beer, and also that's where the IPA came from because of the bitterness and the flavor from that beer came. I feel like I'm rambling, but they used to infuse it with a shitload of hops.
You're talking about the trade routes from Britain to India,
to preserve the beer,
the spice routes, where in a sense where the beer would spoil, during their voyages to and from. So they realized, this beer is spoiling. So what can we do? Is add more hops to preserve it to make it go longer, to make it last longer for our voyages to and from whatever spice routes that they were doing from India to Britain and back and forth.
That's pretty cool.
So
Man.
yeah, so they added more hops to it, and that's why it became the India Pale Ale.
And how they know that more
IPA.
hops would preserve the flavor? If you don't, I don't know. I'm just asking.
I don't know.
They probably
some witch doctor told them straight out.
they were experimenting,
Yeah.
just like we are experimenting with this beer right here.
This is actually interesting, man. I like your history parts of the.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, man. I'm really like. I'm like. Whoa,
I'm no historian. I just,
you get my attention, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like, whoa.
I just organize a beer festival and in Laredo, but there's a part actually where I feel like the history of beer is important, because if you learn about how beer has influenced, Declaration of Independence, when it was getting signed, that entire time our founding fathers were there. Guess what they were doing? No, they weren't crammed in a room. You turn around that dollar bill or whatever it is, the $2 bill, and you see, Jefferson, Franklin. You see all the founding forefathers there, in a room, right? That wasn't happening. They were in the pub, drinking it up, talking about the future of this country. So beer shaped our country, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
I didn't know that.
Absolutely.
So there's
the Egyptians were paid in beer. That was their ration. It was beer and bread, I believe.
Yes,
it's kind of the same thing.
I wish there was like a magic school bus.
In ancient Egypt, the beer brewer was regarded as one of the higher, like in the hierarchy of power. The beer brewer was regarded as the man. That was the dude that would get all the chicks before Christ, BC. Ancient Egypt, the beer brewer was the man. He was, who the go-to guy for the party.
He kept the party going.
So
before Jesus, when he turned water to wine.
Yeah, before Jesus turned water to wine.
That's the ultimate beer guy, or party guy.
So, that was the first party guy. Was the ancient El Chuy, El Ramses. So that was the guy. I mean, just if you look back at how beer has shaped, history. Beer has had a big part in it. Das Boot, Prost. So let's jump into this one, El Más Chingón, because I'm excited about what Four Corners is kind of. Let's get a look at this.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna go take a quick restroom break.
Okay.
Don't mind.
I wish I could take a quick restroom.
Cash,
can we take a quick pause, maybe?
Cash, every time you go into those like historical events, I wish I could we get into like a magic school bus and just ride into the past.
I know.
Just be drinking a beer and then like seeing history happen as far as beer goes. You know what I mean?
Right. I wish I could crack a beer with with Jefferson and just talk about how he discovered what he was thinking when he was signing that bill.
Right. And he was probably buzzing, right?
Yeah. I'm sure Jefferson.
That's like crazy.
He was a cool dude to kind of politic with. In terms of Four Corners, ladies and gentlemen, again just another brewery who's used Mexican heritage to really shape their artwork. So if you look at the can and you look at some of the different cans that they've put out in the past, they'll use like Mexican loteria, and they'll use like that artwork from the Mexican loteria to infuse their artwork on their cans. If you look at any of the different, like go to their website, or you just look at all the different artwork that they put on their can, it feels like you're looking at a loteria card. Do you feel the same way?
No, I agree. They just opened up their new tap room about a year and a half ago, and like all these
El Borracho, El Diablo,
it's there.
Laca.
So their beers, the Notorious Oat, the
Notorious Oat.
That's their oatmeal stout. They have the El Super Buzz, or I'm sorry, Local Buzz, El Chingon, Soy Luna.
Yeah, and it feels
Heart
like
of Texas. They have tons of stuff.
and
yeah, it's
it feels
fantastic.
like a loteria card, right? You're looking at a
Look at
loteria.
the
That's what
font,
it
bro.
is.
Look at the font.
That's
Old
what it
English,
is.
you know, looks cool. You know,
That's what it is. I mean, like even this whole situation going on here, it's
looks
fantastic.
like a card. Yeah.
I love Four Corners, and the best part of Four Corners cans is this right here. Get a shot of this bad boy.
Okay, click it open. I love this. Yeah, that's big boy style right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you're supposed to drink an IPA right there.
Yes, sir.
You know, this can becomes
And
A cup.
this is not just an
a
IPA.
chalice for your beer.
This is a chalice.
There you go. Very nice.
And it's not just a cup. It's a
It's a
cup.
vessel for it.
It's a vessel. It's not a can. It's a
That was-
vessel.
that
This
It's a vessel for this beer.
I wasn't just gonna say a cup. This that was the wrong word. This is not just an IPA, ladies and gentlemen. It is a double IPA.
Or how the hipsters call it, a DIPA.
It's a
DIPPA, baby.
It's a
So
DIPA.
stupid. Just double IPA, please.
DIPA.
Damn hipsters.
No tienes IPA.
IPA. IPO? I'll have some
So-
IPO after this bad boy, I'll tell you that much.
So-
This bad boy's strong.
Woo.
I think my voice went a few.
I mean, this is
lower.
what's the
good.
ABV content?
9% cash.
9%. This is not for the.
To the big dogs right here.
This is for the big dogs.
It's
out
only
there.
for los más chingones. That's right.
Los más chingones.
So good, man.
Yes, sir.
I love El Chingon. El Chingon is a fantastic IPA. Always has been, always will be. This one coming out,
man.
I
Very malty.
I'm happy I finally got it here. Thanks to LNF, you know, bringing down the cool stuff. Bo, hi man, awesome guys.
Hey, guys.
Cheers.
Hi, man. Bo,
Really-
shouts out to you guys,
For real,
man.
guys. I mean, like Bo's working his ass off, man. I'm always asked about trying to get me some new stuff, you know, and he
Comes
tried
through.
his best, and he always comes through, man. He really does, man. So.
Bo, shouts out to you, brother.
Oh, you the man, boy.
Yes, we're
Bo
drinking.
Sanchez.
Bo Sanchez. Shouts out to you, brother. What? I mean, this doesn't even taste.
It's smooth for like the alcohol.
This doesn't even taste like an IPA,
Oh,
bro.
man. It's a double
Or
IPA.
or a double IPA. Not
It's
at all.
definitely
Super
maltier,
malty.
that's for sure.
It's freaking malty as hell.
Wow.
In a good way. In a good
Oh,
way
yeah,
where
it's
it's
real
not
good.
it's not like an Balagosa where it kind of like coats that tongue and you're just kind of like, yeah. No, this is fantastic. It's really good, you know.
It is.
It's not boozy. The thing is, like, I was expecting this to be boozy in the aspect where like I can just smell the alcohol in this, and it's there. Obviously, it's a 9%er, you know, but I get the hops first. I get the hops smell first, and then I can smell, you know, like it's gonna be a strong one, you know. And you expect it from the double IPA. It's gonna be a stronger IPA, you know.
Wow.
I have another one in the fridge, the Alaskan Smash Galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that one's about the same as this, you know,
Right.
but it's not a double IPA, you know. So, but and as far as the alcohol content, same, you know. But double IPA means they'll add more hops to it. They'll double up basically the recipe. You double up the recipe, you know, and you get more characteristics, you know, more flavor profiles.
From the home of El Chingon, we proudly bring you El Más Chingon Double IPA. Intentionally different from a traditional double, this beer is brewed with the addition of red wheat, which
There
is
you go.
probably what's
That's where you
giving
get-
it.
That's where you get that color.
Yeah, that's what's giving it that red color right there. For a sweet and bready malt base.
We said it was malty. It definitely is malty.
Huel
in a
melon
good
and
way.
citra hops provide balance with bright tropical flavors. Más hops, más sabor, más sabroso. And so you're gonna see that, ladies and gentlemen, it's a 9% ABV content, alcohol by volume, 85 IBU,
That's a bitterness to it.
and how you should serve this beer. The temperature at 23 degrees. One of the things that you want
Celsius or to degrees?
to
Oh, plateau.
plateau. Is that correct? Did I say
I have
that?
no idea what that means.
I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure that's what that meant. So 85
I'll Google that shit
IBU.
later.
is International Bitterness Units.
Yes, that's what.
And that's going to tell you how bitter your beer is, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to tell you the type of bitterness or aftertaste that you're going to get from the beer that you're drinking. So that's one of the things that you definitely want to keep a lookout for. If you're looking for a strong beer, you're looking for a light beer, ABV content is going to be important. Remember, lower ABV, lower the potency, how strong it is.
Yeah.
Higher the ABV, this shit's going to fuck you up. Like that. Or how slow you want to drink the beer. Maybe you want a strong beer, but if you get that strong beer, remember, drink it slow, take your time with it, so that you can enjoy the flavor. Again, as the temperature starts to climb down, you can start to enjoy the different flavors of this beer. So that's what I would recommend in terms of ABV. Now, ABV content, the lower the content, obviously, the more you could probably consume, and the slower that it's going to have an impact as how much you're going to drink. IBUs is how much or how bitter that beer is going to be as far as aftertaste is concerned.
And most IPAs will be anywhere between 70 to 80 some, IBUs, as far as bitterness, because they're going to be a bitter beer. It's hoppier. IPAs are definitely hoppier beers. Whereas, other ones will be, I believe like a blonde might be like 45, 50, IBUs. So look for that, if that tickles your brain, go for it. If not, just go for the ABV and the style of beer to begin with. If you're getting into craft beers, be wary of like what you're drinking, what style it is, find your style, and then try different versions of it from different breweries, preferably Texas ones, but experiment, folks, for sure, find your beer, find your craft beer, find your Texas craft brewery that you like, and then have fun.
Absolutely.
Visit it, and go and tell them how much you love it, and then come tell me to tell us to fucking bring it down, to South Texas, and we'll try our best to do it.
Absolutely. That's one of the biggest piece of advice that we can give you out of this whole experiment that we're doing out here is to experiment for yourself. Try different beers, visit breweries, go research, have fun. I mean, believe me, when you make these road trips and you go out of town and you start visiting different breweries, it becomes an experience, and that's what you want to do with your beers. You want to experience it, get a chance to talk to the brewers, get a chance to take a brewery tour. Because when you're on these tours, if anybody's ever done, I'm sure you guys have, but when you're on these tours, you get a chance to see the ingredients, touch them, smell them, taste them before they actually even go into the brewery process. Learn about the beer, what goes into it, the story behind it. All of these beers have a story. Believe it or not, all of these beers tell a story about each individual brewery. True. and it's actually pretty interesting. If you enjoy a nice IPA or a stout, and you like listening to a story about some one of the breweries, one of my favorites is out of Austin, which is Adalbert's. And Adalbert's, each beer tells a story about Dell, who is the brother of the brewer out of Austin, and his adventures around the world. The guy was
like the Naked Monk.
You're talking about Naked Nun.
Naked Nun, my bad.
Naked Nun, and to a lot of us, in the Catholic community, I'm like, damn, that's so blasphemous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, no.
But follow the story.
But the story behind that, the story behind the Naked Nun, if you haven't, read up on it or know about it, is actually that Dell got robbed, beaten, and was, stripped of his clothing. He was naked, left, beaten and for dead. No, not by a naked nun, but by robbers, and and some nuns in a convent in South America clothed him, gave him shelter, and enough to get back to the States.
That's a cool story.
And they named a beer called Naked Nun after that story.
Wow.
So
Cool.
just, every beer tells a story, and we invite you to kind of experience that
Yes.
with everything. So if you want to
Absolutely.
learn more about these craft beers, learn more about these stories, learn more about trying different flavors, Cultura Beer Garden is where you want to come by. Let's talk a little bit before we finish this up. Let's talk a little bit about, once again, what's going on this week here at Cultura.
This week we have the 9x6 pub ride tomorrow, Wednesday. So if you want to ride with us, come through. We'll be meeting here at 7 o'clock. Departure at 8 o'clock. What else? On Thursday we have La Chingonas Pint Night and also Pop Rocks playing for Thursday. We have Man Crush Monday playing on Friday. And then Saturday we have my homies DJ Samurai or DJ Street Samurai and his lovely lady Jen, who's going to be doing her, I believe it's her first DJ set as DJ Suavecita.
Looking forward to that.
DJ Suavecita.
Playing some soul,
En
some
la
60s, some
mezcla.
70s funk. It's going to be fantastic. So our homies from San Antonio coming down to play here. And then Sunday we're going to finalize the week with our Big Ben brunch with the food trucks also incorporated with that. So we'll be here from 12 to 4 on Sunday. Big Ben will have beer mosas, micheladas. We'll also have some specialty beers from Big Ben, that we haven't advertised, but come here and find out what we have.
Is a good friend Alex coming down too?
Who?
Alex, our good friend Alex.
Yes, Alex from Big Ben will be here.
All right, looking forward to that.
And the trucks will have a brunch menu. What else is going on that week or on Sunday? And that's it. Yeah, that's
So
it. It's the brunch. Yeah.
So
Great.
a Big Ben brunch that's going down on Sunday. Excited about that one. Plus Suavecita,
Yes. Samurai Street Samurai.
Man Crush Monday,
Man Crush Monday.
and
Pop Rocks. and,
Rocks.
Chica Chingonas Pint Night.
Chicas
We're launching the
Chingonas.
Chingas. We're launching
La
the Chicas
Chingada.
Chingonas Pint Night this Thursday, which is going to be something we're going to be doing every Thursday from here on in.
Yes.
Salute to our women craft beer drinkers out
Absolutely.
there. Las Chicas Chingonas. Shouts out to you. Thursday nights is your night right here at Cultura Beer Garden. Before we get up on out of here,
Hey,
though,
real quick shout out to my wife, Una Chingona,
Yes.
and my business partner Kendra.
Okay.
Otra Chingona. Thank you.
y Tracy.
Tracy
es chingona.
Eres una pinche chingona. Do want to shout out Edith again, who has been
Otra
engaged
chingona.
with Otra Chingona. She's been engaged with us the whole night.
Nice. Thank you.
Kendra, shouts out to you. Joe.
What Joe?
Joe Jeanette Berrones. He says his wife is ready for mimosas on Sundays.
Come on down, 12 to
Nice.
4.
Who else we got out there, man? Annabelle Brost. Annabelle Benavides, that's my sister-in-law. Shouts out to you.
Shout
Jessica Yvette, she's ready to try some of these beers. Jessica,
Awesome.
thank you so much. And really, that's what it takes, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, it's just really just, you experimenting. So, shouts out to you. Rigo, Jose, thank you so much for checking in. And Eve, Aseneth, Esmeralda, Valeria, Val.
Hey, sisters.
Thank you so much, everybody out there, for tuning in to another installment of BBF TV. That's what I'm calling it, man.
Nice. BBF
Border,
TV.
Border Beer Fest TV, BBF
Love it.
TV.
I like it, man.
Dedication and salute to craft beer,
Yes.
educating you on what's popping with craft beer here and around the city. Check us later on this week. We're gonna go live from scratch later on
Nice.
this week as
Very
well.
nice.
So thank you to everybody for tuning in. You got anything to say?
First, I want to say thank you to those people that showed up for the Selena, BD
Absolutely.
Pachanga.
Yeah.
That was dope.
That was
I'd like to
crazy.
again thank you for having us again here with your show, man. It's as cool as fun.
Brother, we
relax. I
have,
love
we have
doing
so
this.
much fun here,
Yeah.
man. So
I can do
much
this
fun.
shit for hours, man.
I was
Do this.
thinking though. I think
Fun.
we need to make like a cardboard cuts of ourselves. That when we go to the restroom, we take some beer as placeholders.
Hey, duly noted, brother. Yeah, hell
Good
yeah.
idea. Good
That way,
idea.
that way you see a cardboard cutout, they know we're in the restroom.
Yeah, restroom break.
Just like-
Yeah.
Like all 2D and shit.
Trust me, can you see? I'm
Double
sweating
chin. Oh,
profusely.
fuck
You know, I've been just holding this phone steadily, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Anything you got to say?
Keep on drinking, folks. What's the word I'm looking for? Basically, you know what? Just like experiment. You know, try to find your beer. Try to find something you like in the craft world, and drink responsibly. Obviously, you know, come to Cultura Beer Garden. Ask us questions. Like, we encourage that. You know, come down. Ask us. You know, what do you recommend? I like this, I like that. You know, what's in that same situation? What's the same style of beer or whatever? Come ask us questions. You know, we're ready to answer your questions all the time, and we're looking forward to servicing you guys here, and also our relocation when we go downtown. So,
absolutely excited about
info
that.
Coming soon.
Excited about that, man. So yeah, thank you to everybody. Border Beer Fest 2018. It's coming.
That's right.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
More info coming soon as well.
More info coming
It's gonna be
soon.
dope.
Thank you to everybody for tuning in again. We thank you all so much for your love and support. And don't forget to visit Cultura Beer Garden. Come try out all of these beers. They will
more.
be happy and more. Look at this beer selection back here. It's ridiculous. Something for everybody out here. We hope to see you guys this week here at Cultura Beer Garden. Thank you so much.
You guys.
Peace and love, guys. Thank you.